What if forests aren't just collections of trees, but something far more complex, something that actually functions like a connected system? When you walk through a forest, everything appears silent. Trees stand still. Nothing seems to move. Nothing seems to communicate. But beneath the surface, under the soil you're standing on, there is an entire hidden network that most people never think about. This network is made up of fungi, specifically something called mycelium, which grows in long thread-like structures through the ground. These threads connect the roots of different trees together, forming a massive underground web that can stretch across huge areas of forest. Scientists often refer to this system as the Wood Wide Web, because of how similar it is to a network. But this isn't just a static connection. It's not just roots touching each other randomly. This network is active. It moves nutrients, it carries chemical signals, and it allows trees to interact with each other in ways that seem almost impossible at first. For example, when a tree is attacked by insects, it doesn't just respond locally, it can release chemical signals into this underground network through its roots. These signals travel through the fungal connections and reach nearby trees. And when those trees receive the signal, they begin to change their behavior. They start producing defensive chemicals in their leaves and bark, preparing themselves for the same attack before it even happens to them. This means that trees are not just reacting individually. They are responding as part of a system. And this system doesn't just transmit warnings. It also allows trees to share resources. Nutrients like carbon, water, and minerals can move through this network from one tree to another. Larger trees, which have access to more sunlight and resources, can actually support smaller trees by sending them what they need to survive. These larger trees are sometimes called mother trees. They act like central hubs in the network, connecting to many other trees around them. Through these connections, they help stabilize the forest by supporting weaker or younger trees that might not survive on their own. In some cases, researchers have observed that when a tree is dying, it transfers a significant portion of its remaining nutrients into the network. Those nutrients are then absorbed by nearby trees. Almost like a final contribution before it disappears. All of this is made possible by the fungal network beneath the ground. The mycelium acts like a system of biological cables, linking different parts of the forest together. And these connections are not small. Some networks can span across entire forests, connecting thousands of trees into a single system. When you look at this from a distance, it starts to resemble something very familiar. A network of connections, signals moving between nodes, resources being distributed based on need. It begins to look a lot like a brain. Not in terms of thoughts or consciousness, but in terms of structure and function. A brain processes information through connections between neurons. And a forest, in a similar way, processes signals through connections between trees. It's not intelligence as we understand it. But it is coordination. It is communication. And it is a form of collective survival. So the next time you walk through a forest, remember this. You are not surrounded by individual trees. You are standing inside a connected, living network. Quietly communicating beneath your feet.